Why do gorgeous, confident women choose the bad boy over the nice guy? Is it just the thrill of the chase, or is there something deeper at play? Stick around, and I'll reveal the surprising psychology behind this attraction that most men don't understand. We've all seen it, right? The moment the bad boy walks into a room, everyone notices. His confidence oozes. He's a little unpredictable, and he's got that charm that women can't seem to resist. But the question is, why? Is it the danger? The mystery? Or is there something else entirely that keeps women coming back to these types of men? It's easy to think that women fall for the bad boy because of the thrill and excitement that comes with being around someone who doesn't follow the rules. But it's not just about the excitement. That's the surface-level attraction. The real reason women are drawn to these men lies deeper in their psychology. Women are subconsciously attracted to things that go beyond just the thrill of the chase. They're drawn to what these men represent: freedom, unpredictability, and a sense of confidence that isn't tied down by anyone else's expectations. It's this confidence that gives the bad boy an almost magnetic pull. But here's where things get interesting. As much as the bad boy brings a sense of danger and excitement, this kind of attraction doesn't always translate into a deep emotional connection. At first, yes, it's fun. It's the mystery, the intrigue, and the adventure that women find appealing. The bad boy offers something unpredictable that makes them feel like they're constantly on the edge, wondering what will happen next. But while that's thrilling in the short term, it doesn't provide the emotional stability that most women seek for a lasting, meaningful relationship. And that's where things start to unravel. The thrill of unpredictability starts to wear off, and eventually, women realize they want more than just excitement. They want a partner who can offer security, emotional grounding, and trust, things the bad boy struggles to provide. The bad boy's unpredictability and lack of emotional availability can often create an emotional roller coaster that women can only tolerate for so long. Over time, this chaos can become emotionally draining, leaving women longing for something more stable and fulfilling. As exciting as the bad boy's unpredictability may seem, it's only a matter of time before the cracks start to show. Women, no matter how strong or independent, still need emotional security in a relationship. It's an inherent part of human nature. Stability is crucial for forming lasting emotional bonds. When you're with someone who is constantly emotionally unavailable or volatile, the excitement fades and is replaced by frustration and confusion. The bad boy's persona is often built on inconsistency. One day he's completely attentive, the next he's distant and withdrawn. The mood swings, the unpredictability, the emotional games, it gets old. And that's where women start to ask themselves, is this really what I want long-term? Women are drawn to men who provide a sense of trust and emotional safety, someone who can show up, who can handle emotions without flying off the handle, who's reliable and steady when things get tough. The bad boy might have the allure of mystery and excitement, but over time, women begin to crave emotional stability more than they crave the unpredictable thrill. Let's break this down psychologically. When a woman is with someone who is emotionally unstable, someone who is always shifting between extremes, her brain is constantly processing uncertainty. Uncertainty doesn't feel safe, and safety is what women need to truly connect with a partner. Stability and emotional grounding are the pillars of trust, and without them, the relationship is like a house built on sand. The bad boy might have a lot to offer in the short term, but when the dust settles, women are looking for a secure foundation on which to build a lasting relationship. Here's where the emotionally steady man comes in. The man who can stay calm when things get difficult, who doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions, and who can provide a sense of peace even in stressful situations. This emotional steadiness is what really attracts women for the long haul. It's not the rush of adrenaline that gets them hooked, it's the comfort, safety, and reliability that keep them coming back. The emotionally stable man doesn't just react, he responds, thoughtfully, making women feel heard and valued. He's grounded, and because of that, he's able to create a nurturing environment where both partners can thrive. But here's the key to all of this. It's not just about being emotionally stable. It's about being able to balance emotions, knowing when to step up and take charge, and knowing when to allow vulnerability. This is what women really find irresistible. They want a man who has emotional depth, someone who isn't afraid to show his feelings but who also doesn't lose himself in them. It's about being the rock in the storm, offering both strength and emotional availability in equal measure. Now, let's explore why emotional stability is so crucial in building lasting attraction. It's not just about being steady in the moment. It's about being emotionally available without becoming overwhelmed by your emotions. Women are naturally drawn to men who can lead emotionally in a relationship because it makes them feel safe. This is where emotional leadership comes into play. A man who is emotionally grounded has the ability to set the tone for the relationship. He doesn't just react impulsively. Instead, he thinks through situations, maintains his composure, and leads the relationship in a way that is balanced and secure. The best part about emotional leadership is that it doesn't mean suppressing emotions or ignoring feelings. It means mastering them. It means understanding your emotional triggers, being able to communicate effectively, and navigating life's challenges with confidence. Women are drawn to men who can handle their emotions without allowing them to control their actions, and this kind of emotional maturity creates an environment where both partners feel respected and valued, rather than emotionally exhausted. Think about it. Women who are emotionally secure in their relationships are more likely to feel supported, understood, and connected to their partner. When a man is emotionally intelligent, meaning he knows how to manage his own feelings, how to navigate conflict in a healthy way, and how to show vulnerability without losing control, he becomes a safe space for her to open up. This emotional safety is key to building trust, which is one of the most important foundations of a successful relationship. When a woman feels emotionally safe, she can relax and be herself without fearing rejection or judgment. She doesn't need to constantly second-guess her partner's emotions, nor does she need to walk on eggshells trying to figure out what version of him she's going to get today. This creates peace and a deeper emotional connection, something that the bad boy, with his unpredictable behavior, can never offer. Let's consider the power of emotional availability. This is something many men overlook. Women crave partners who are emotionally available and engaged, not just physically present. Emotional availability is the ability to show up in the relationship with full presence, to listen actively, to empathize, and to communicate your feelings openly. This is not something you can fake. Women are highly intuitive when it comes to emotional energy, and they can tell when a man is genuinely there for her versus when he's just physically present without being truly engaged. When a man can provide emotional availability without expecting constant reassurance or emotional validation, it allows a woman to open up and connect with him on a deeper level. It's not about grand gestures or constant attention. It's about consistently being emotionally present in a way that makes her feel cared for and valued. This type of emotional investment fosters trust, which is essential for deep, lasting attraction. This is what separates a man who can keep a woman emotionally invested from one who eventually fades away. It's the ability to create a space where she feels safe, heard, and appreciated. That's the emotional depth that women crave, not the unpredictability and instability of the bad boy. Now that we've talked about emotional stability and leadership, let's look at the final key ingredient that makes a man irresistible: emotional independence. While emotional stability and leadership are essential, the real magic happens when a man has emotional independence. This doesn't mean being emotionally detached or closed off. It means being self-sufficient when it comes to your emotional needs. It's about having your own life, your own passions, and being confident in who you are. Emotional independence is one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. Why is emotional independence so attractive? When a man is emotionally independent, he doesn't rely on his partner to fulfill his emotional needs. He's not constantly seeking validation, attention, or approval from her. Instead, he's secure in his own identity, his own emotional well-being, and his life. This emotional self-sufficiency allows the relationship to be more balanced, as both partners are able to maintain their individuality while still being connected. Women are naturally drawn to men who are emotionally self-sufficient because it shows that he's not dependent on her for his happiness. This type of emotional independence creates a sense of intrigue and mystery. When a man has his own life, his own goals, and his own ambitions, women become curious. They start to wonder, what's he doing when he's not with me? This curiosity is powerful. It draws her in because she wants to learn more, to understand who he is outside of the relationship. The key to emotional independence is balance. While it's important to maintain your own life and passions, it's equally important to show up emotionally for your partner when it matters. Emotional independence doesn't mean being emotionally unavailable or distant. It means not relying on your partner to meet every single emotional need you have. You've got to have your own emotional foundation, your own sense of security, so that you don't become clingy or needy. When you maintain this emotional independence, it's like creating a space where both partners can thrive individually while still being deeply connected to each other. This balance of self-sufficiency and emotional connection is what creates lasting desire. Women are not looking for a partner who needs them to complete them. They want a partner who is already whole on his own. When you bring emotional independence into a relationship, you're signaling that you can stand strong on your own, and that makes you infinitely more attractive. This type of independence creates the perfect environment for a healthy, lasting relationship. Women want to feel that they can grow individually while still being with their partner. When a man shows that he's comfortable with his own emotional space and is not dependent on her for validation, it fosters respect and admiration. It creates a healthy dynamic where both partners feel free to be their true selves while maintaining a strong emotional connection. In conclusion, the real key to making women chase you is emotional leadership, stability, and independence. Women are not just looking for the excitement of a bad boy. They want a partner who can offer them emotional security, who knows how to handle his emotions, and who is confident enough to stand strong in his own emotional world. When you master these traits, you'll not only attract women, but you'll keep them emotionally invested in the relationship for the long term. So what's the next step for you? Start working on your emotional strength, independence, and leadership. Become the man who is emotionally self-sufficient, who can lead with stability and strength, and who offers a woman a connection that goes beyond the superficial. When you do this, you'll find that women are no longer just attracted to you, they'll be drawn to you emotionally in a way that's deep and lasting.